Hi, I'm Helena, founder of the Urban Garden Companion, a multimedia urban garden design and plant platform. And today I'm talking fennel and harvesting. Now, as you can see, I have some super tall fennel growing behind me, and I've got to say I wouldn't have planted it there myself. It was planted in the ground by my super Giovanni, and out of respect for him and his gardening talents, I've left it in the ground where he planted it. Now, the reason I say I wouldn't have planted it myself is because fennel spreads really quickly. It's so hard to contain, and I'm always pulling out the bulbs, which never look as romantic as the ones that I see online in videos and photos. Mine come out looking really big and deformed with lots of indentations in them, and they're not appealing at all for me to eat. Now, secondly, fennel emits a chemical into its surrounds which inhibits plants in its vicinity growing really well. Now, that's great if fennel's growing out in the wild. It's like a superpower of fennel and it protects it from other plants competing with it. But when you're growing in a veggie patch at home where you want other plants to be growing, maybe you want something a little bit friendlier, a companion plant opposed to a repellent. Thirdly, fennel grows really tall and it blocks the sun behind it, so you've really got to stay on the harvesting. This is a spot where I get the most sun in my garden, so it's taking up a lot of real estate. Well, I don't want to poo-poo fennel too much because there are a lot of great qualities to it. Fennel tastes great in tea, and as we know, it's great with food. And you can use the pollen of the flowers along with the stems and the leaves when cooking, which is great because you can use the whole plants. Fennel is an excellent pollinator plant. I've seen so many different species of bugs feasting on the flowers, and it is one of the host plants for the black swallowtail butterfly, and they look so beautiful dancing around in the flowers of a season, and the caterpillars are darling as they creep up the fennel, munching away to go into their next stage of life. But maybe again, planting it in a planter opposed to planting it in the ground in an urban environment is the way to go with fennel. Really do stay on top of your harvesting, not just with fennel, with all your herbs. We have our herbs from the last frost date to the first frost date. That's about 6 months. That's a lot of growing season. And if you do diligently stay on top of your harvesting, you always have a continual supply of herbs. There's nothing like garden to table, especially when you're sitting there in winter in the cold, dark months. And there's no fun to have outside, and you're eating your produce that you made over the summer months, and it just gives me a little bit of hope with the spring season to come. If you enjoyed this video, please do press the like button and subscribe, and thanks for watching. I'm Helena, founder of the Urban Garden Companion. I'll see you all here next time.